Lubbock ISD today.
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 Hello and welcome into the summer edition of Lubbock ISD Today, presented by Lubbock ISD TV. I'm Dilly Trevino, your favorite anchor, now a senior from Monterey. That's crazy. On this edition of the show, we take a tour around our district and reflect back on some of the great stories we did on our campuses during the school year. And we are going to stack this show by the Lubbock ISD feeder patterns. And with me being a Plainsman, today we are going to showcase our schools that feed into Monterey. And going first, we rush over to the home of the Plainsman, the Bayless Plainsman.
Bayless, we've been around a long time. We were established in 1956, and so our area has changed over that time. We have some amazing teachers here that work obviously hard each and every day for their kids. We have some extra things here that I don't know that everybody's elementary has. We very much hold our students to very high standards of learning. That doesn't mean they don't get grace and understanding for things that they endure or come their way, but one thing that we instill in them is learning is important, and we're going to give our best every day, all day. We have room to grow, and so we would encourage people to come be a part of Bayless, because not only is Bayless awesome, but then Atkins and Monterey, and so our feeder has a lot of offerings for the student and their families.
Great work by our team. Bayless is a great school that pledges these 5 things that will start with the letter P. They will be prepared, productive, polite, positive, and proud. That is amazing. And now let's sail on over to our next school that happens to start with the letter P.
Parsons Elementary School was built at 2811 58th Street in 1958. The mission of E.J. Parsons Elementary School is to guarantee a safe, nurturing environment where respect, pride, and success are achieved and celebrated by all.
So this year we actually started our AVID program. And so on campus we have our 3rd through 5th graders going through some of the AVID strategies to create that vision of what students want to do when they get to middle school, even in high school, and taking it further into what they want to do in their careers after they leave Lubbock ISD.
Vision: every child, every chance, every day. At Parsons, we will participate, show respect, say I can, be dependable, and show excellence in everything we do.
So first of all, we just have amazing teachers who really work to grow and prepare our students to grow from grade to grade, to be ready to go to middle school and on to high school. In addition to the amazing things that they do every day in their classroom, we just have so many opportunities for students on our campus. So we also have the Communities in Schools program on our campus, which provides so many opportunities for our students. They are able to work with students from Texas Tech and do STEM and robotics clubs. So they just have a wide variety of things that they can participate in to just start learning about what they might want to do in their future.
From Lubbock ISD TV, I'm Sam Kunkel.
I love their vision statement. Every child, every chance, every day. Amazing. And with that, we move on over to our final school that feeds into Atkins Middle School and then eventually Monterey. And that school is Roy Roberts.
Excited about the progress that we've made. We are an A campus this year with all 6 distinctions for the first time ever. And I'm just very proud of the students and the teachers and how hard they work. It's a new day every day, and we just give it our all, and I'm very proud of our staff.
So all of the kids come to the library, pre-K through 5th grade, and depending on the grade level, we do different activities. With our little ones, we always hear a fun story, and we do a literature lesson, and we either sing or do puppets or dance. Sometimes we do arts and crafts.
And finally, we head on over to Atkins Middle School, and we were there just a few days before Thanksgiving break and asking them what they were thankful for. And as I found out that they had some super talented students with a lot to be thankful for.
I would be nothing without my brother and my mom, or just, my dogs, just going home every day, being able to see them.
Pues sin mi familia no fuera nadie, porque ellos han estado ahí conmigo cada paso de mi vida. Me han apoyado mucho también en mis concursos que he tenido. Pues yo pienso que siempre hay algo por lo que están agradecidos, porque ellos están aquí por alguien y ellos están ahí en ese punto de su vida porque alguien los estuvo ayudando y impulsando que fueran lo que son.
One of my favorite things about this school year was getting to go to all these great campuses. For real, because it was so fun, but what's not fun is going to commercial break. And still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD today. We continue to showcase some great schools in the Monterey feeder pattern as we head on over to the elementary schools that feed into OL Slayton. But first, the Evan Eagles are soaring high, and so are their elementary schools. You won't want to miss those feature stories. Coming up next on Lubbock ISD Today, the Monterey Feeder Pattern Show.
This year we challenged our audio engineers to not be audio muters, but rather audio mixers. But we didn't know how much it was going to change the job.
12% in. I was able to go live.
Oh, yeah.
Watch out, we might have the next generation of audio engineers.
So every child, every day in Lubbock ISD means that from the time children start with us in pre-K until the day they graduate from high school, every child has the opportunity to access high-quality programming that will prepare them for their future and so that they can be successful as adults.
Talk about. So we look at the fundamental of livestock animals. So primarily we're looking at beef, pork, and lamb, and poultry as well. But we're able to take full carcasses in and have students understand the mechanics and the anatomy and the muscle and meat biology of what makes those animals what they are.
What's your story? Take everything.
And welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today, the Monterey Feeder Pattern Edition. As we continue on with the show, we want to thank all of our teachers, administrators, that allow us to go and tell all these great stories from all of our campuses. And we are going to pick up right back where we left off as we head on over to Waters Elementary for one of our first stories of the year.
Waters Elementary, home of the Patriots. Here, their mission is to focus on every child, every day.
I think here at Waters, we really care about the kids, and we really try to make relationships with the kids and understand what each individual child needs.
At Waters, they are making the next generation of fearless leaders.
I think a leader should have qualities such as passion. They need to have a passion for what they do, and definitely setting an example to all others around them, because if you are a leader, then you're passionate about something, and specifically in this job, we have to be passionate about children and education and furthering them in their education.
This is James Pennington.
Aubrey Noble,
signing off.
And going over to the Honey Bears, we sent our camera crew there half a dozen times this year to cover multiple events, but Hannah Gilchrist is about to share a story with us on an important job that the students have at Honey.
I'm sure most of us dreamed of being a superhero when we were younger. I know I for sure did. Well, Lubbock ISD strives to show their students that anyone can wear that superhero cape if they are leaders and helpers in their community. Honey Elementary's 5th grade superstar, Shelby Whitaker, puts on her neon yellow superhero cape every day after school along with her Wonder Patrol friends. This group are all a part of the school's Safety Patrol program.
Just our 5th graders, they come out and come out in the afternoons. They stand at the crosswalks and stop signs and cross everybody that's coming back and forth to pick up their kids after school.
Shelby shows off her superpowers every day at school by working hard in all of her classes.
Ready to go for whatever activity. She's already got groups that she loves to get into, and if she ends up having to holler at her group and say, "Whoa, no, we're supposed to be doing this," she doesn't have a problem with stopping them and correcting her whole group.
That's why Shelby was made Safety Patrol Captain, which means she gets to do her favorite part of the job.
Taking down the flags when you're captain.
Thank you, Shelby and the 5th grade Safety Patrol, for using your superpowers to be leaders as honey bears. And thank you for keeping your community safe.
And our final elementary that feeds into Evans and eventually Monterey High School is Miller Elementary. Let's take a look at the home of the Owls and what they want to be when they grow up.
I want to be a chef because I've seen so many cooking shows and that kind of encouraged me.
I want to be a police officer. I want to be a teacher when I grow up. Whenever I want to grow up, I want to be a teacher.
And now we show over to the home of the Eagles, Evans Eagles that is, where we have 2 stories coming your way, and we start off with an extracurricular class that is helping students blast off into their future.
One of the things that I love about CTE at the middle school level is that kids get to explore. They get to get a little bit of a taste of every little thing that they might be interested in, so that when they get into high school and it's time for them to start getting a little bit more specialized, they already know what they kind of like and what they don't like. So that's why middle school CTE programs are so vital.
3, 2, 1.
Probably cutting and building and designing the things we want to build and kind of making what's in our brain and making that idea come to life.
2, 1.
CTE is important for all students, but especially middle school students, where they can learn what they like and what they dislike and even get hands-on learning. It's a really good opportunity for these kids.
2, 1.
These students were so happy that they were there and showcasing their class. It was so much fun to be on that campus. And speaking of campuses, we have one more to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today. As we finally head over to Monterey and show off some of the stories that we did there, first, we have to make our way through the feeder pattern, which means we head on over to OL Slayton and their feeder schools. Yeah! Yes! So stay with us, Lubbock ISD Today. The Monterey Feeder Pattern Edition will be right back after this.
Every week here at this station we have special days, like Friday is show day, but Tuesdays have taken on its own special meaning.
All right, everyone, get a tie. It's Tie Tuesday.
Mr. Ward is all about teaching life skills, but for some students it gets them all tied up in knots. While for others, it's gotten a little excessive.
I started a tie collection, but things got a little excessive.
Hey, that is terrific.
These puns are terrible, but at least we're ready for our future interviews.
With Lubbock ISD TV, our fans can always check out the highlights of all of our shows and sports broadcasts by following our social media. Superfans can even get more access by watching live streams, video on demand, and more on our website and the Lubbock ISD YouTube channel. And for the fanatics who still can't get enough of Lubbock ISD TV, we have uncut footage of Rainin punching buttons on the director's board just for you. Keep up to date with all the things Lubbock ISD TV on all of our platforms.
Wait, how long have you been here?
holiday break, Alana's always in Vegas, and every time she comes back, there's something a little different about her.
Okay, we got a doubleheader tonight, a basketball game. Who's coming?
Ooh, I can't. I'm going to Vegas. I got 50 on Lincoln. Lincoln, 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 Lincoln!
We don't know at what point we should be concerned about her.
I can't lose money. Come on. No. Come on. No! I lost everything.
Gambling issue? You can get help. Call today.
Welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today, the Monterey Feeder Pattern Edition. Crazy to think that we had the chance to do 12 stories on Monterey and their feeder schools, and in total, we did over 60 stories on our schools and their feeder programs. That's big time. And of course, you can see every one of these feeder pattern editions on Lubbock ISD Today on our website, LubbockISDTV.com. Just click on the programs and find Lubbock ISD Today. That is amazing. And speaking of awesome, Brown Elementary has an awesome tradition of producing great students. So let's stampede on over to the home of the Buffaloes and see the great things happening over there.
Welcome to Brown Elementary School, home of the Buffaloes. Here at Brown, students are set up for success with their many programs focusing on 4 types of student graduate outcomes, those being communication, problem solving, collaboration, and agency. But what sets the school apart from other elementaries is its newly implemented STEM program.
This year we have started Project Lead the Way medical STEM class. Similarly to how all of our kiddos go to art, music, library, our students go once a week, pre-K through 5th grade, into a medical STEM Project Lead the Way class. We use Project Lead the Way Launch, which is the elementary version, and we are focusing in on the health modules. We're really excited to inspire our students to grow and learn and hopefully go into the medical STEM fields. It starts right now, building that foundation, and like I said, I keep using that word, but it's truly to inspire our students and to plant that seed so that they know, I can do this.
And now we go from Brown to Bean, and we made a visit to Bean Elementary just days before Thanksgiving and asked the students what they were thankful for. And it turns out we might have made the cutest video on earth. Let's take a look.
I'm thankful for my mom and dad. Jesus for letting us have another day and everything he gives us. I'm thankful for my family because always take care of me.
I'm thankful for my friends because they make me laugh.
I'm thankful for my dog because he's really cute and I get to feed him.
I'm thankful for school because if we didn't have school, we couldn't learn.
I'm thankful for my dad because she always plays with me and always protects me. I'm thankful for my teachers because they help me learn. I'm thankful for my family because they take care of me and they care for me.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Perfect. Happy Thanksgiving.
Wasn't that the best? I mean, now we head on over to our final school, not named Monterey, that have the Plainsmen as a mascot. Wheelock had a lot to celebrate this past holiday season, and we were there to capture it.
The way I celebrate Christmas is putting up our Christmas tree, hanging decorations, and doing the star on Christmas Eve.
Christmas memory is watching Home Alone with my family.
Spending time with my family and hugging and loving.
And now we just go right across the street to O.L. Slayton Middle School. The Knights had a phenomenal year under Mr. Lopez and his great team.
think of OSA and what do you think of?
Oh, opportunity and experiences for our students. One of the biggest things that we try to promote here at OL Slayton is that our students get additional experiences and opportunities that may not be available to other schools. And we want to make sure that we are a school that provides additional opportunities, such as our after-school club for plumbing and industrial trades. We also bring in the Code Ninjas, which is an opportunity after school for our students to learn how to code applications, games, all of those things as well. So when I think of OL Slayton, I think of the experiences and opportunities that our kids get to have that may not be available to other schools. So we want to put ourselves on a pedestal in terms of what we can offer our students.
Awesome stuff from the home of the Knights. You know, their vision statement says, OL Slayton, where we create a future beyond what our students can imagine. And I think that is so cool. Now and still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today. Are we heading over to Monterey yet? I mean, simple statement, yes. So don't worry. We'll be right back with that and more on the Monterey Feeder Patent of Lubbock ISD Today, only on Lubbock ISD TV.
It takes hard work, dedication, courage, and passion to be a United States of America military member. All the wars fought and all the tears shedded, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifice, and thank you for our freedom.
When I grow up, I want to be a zookeeper so I can take care of animals.
I want to be a heart surgeon. I love how the heart operates.
A lot harder than it looks, isn't it?
I would like to be a doctor because I can help people.
I would like to be a marine biologist when I grow up.
I want to be a lawyer.
I'm going to get an education.
I'm going to get an education, going to medical school.
And I'll get my degree.
And welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today during this summer edition of the show. We are showcasing some great things at our school, specifically our feeder programs. Of course, we have Lubbock High, Coronado, Estacado, Talkington shows that will be featured throughout the summer break. And now, since we are in the final block of the show, let's show our Monterey stories from the school year, our best stories, you could say. And we start off with a vision at Monterey.
In the fall of 1955, the school on 50th that bleeds scarlet red and Columbia blue was open to the public. Since then, Monterey High School has been one of the most recognized schools in Lubbock.
What I love about that is that means that you don't get some false reality by coming to school here. You're going to walk out into your future from Monterey High School knowing what real life looks like. My daughter's a junior here. My son is a freshman here. I value the fact that they know what the real world looks like. But it also doesn't mean that that they came here and that they had some insulated kind of thing that protected them from what it looks like in the future. They know what the real world looks like, but they also have every opportunity to go find whatever they want to do. There's nothing that prevents them from being able to find any opportunity and success that they want to find from this place to go forward for their future.
The school motto for Monterey is a real school with real kids that creates real success. And according to Mr. Luff and Miss Fulbright, it matches perfectly.
My son and his friends and our current plainsmen, they see lots of different perspectives. They get to see, have discussions and have friends and participate in band and in choir and in athletics with kids that are not just like them, with kids who bring different things to the table. And so they learn empathy, they learn perspective taking. It helps them to see the world from a broader point of view.
For Lubbock ISD TV, I'm Jared Owens.
You can tell the students and staff are so passionate about our school, and we are super excited for next year. Now for our final story of the year, we talked about career technical education classes earlier in the show, and now we showcase one that is a cut above the rest.
We have workbooks, and they have like all of our information. We have mannequins. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Monterey offered this program, so I at least can graduate. Or like, I'm gonna get my certificate, so I'll be like a licensed cosmetologist and I can do whatever pretty much. We go by chapter in the book, and different chapters are on different things. So like we just did manicuring, and then this week we're doing pedicuring. It's kind of the same thing, but like, and then like the week before that we did like hair coloring. So like highlights and chemical like relaxers and stuff like that for people with curly hair. We just like practice pretty much anything we're learning like at the time.
Great work, but sadly that's our last story on today's show. But make sure to tune in all summer long to see the Estacado, Talkington, Lubbock High, and Coronado feeder pattern shows. And that's gonna do it for me. Until next time, I hope you stay tuned. I've been Dilly Trevino.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.
It feels great. I love my job. I'm very fortunate to work at my alma mater, Monterey High School, and to be in the position of theater director here, which is something that I've really always wanted to do ever since I was in high school. Theater was something in my high school career that really gave me a purpose and gave me a reason to come to school, gave me a reason to do well in my classes, gave me something to look forward to after school. So I really feel like it was those moments in high school myself and with my director, Ray Newton, who was here 20 some odd years ago, that really told me that's what I wanted to do with my life. So I spent a lot of time just really following him and learning what he was doing, and he is now one of my good friends and mentors. So I think that that's been a major calling on my life.
Mr. Hensley is more than just a director and teacher. He has plans for all of his students.
And I honestly, I just expect our kids to come in and work hard and have fun and be friends. I think that we create an atmosphere where we have kids that may not necessarily get together, but after they work on a show together, they become lifelong friends, and it's almost like a family. I try to focus more on the relationships with the students. I hope that they learn some stuff about theater, but I honestly, at the end of the day, I want them to know that there was a teacher here that cared about them and that wanted the best for them.
Each and every class here at the Bayard Martin Advanced Technology Center is unique in their very own way. But many people overlook the unsung heroes that bring many students to and from their respected high schools. And what do they do when they're not driving their bus waiting for the students? Well,
what are you doing here right now?
Just playing some cards. Killing the time waiting on the students to come out.
So, is this a pretty competitive table here?
It gets that way sometimes. It gets that way.
They gather here and happily spend their time playing cards, here at one of the tables in the front office. Now here's some insight from Miss Betty Smith.
Well, I look at it too as if you want a job, you want an adventure. This is the job. Because the kids makes it different every day. There's something that happens, some good, some bad, with the kids, and I enjoy it. I always just tell everybody that if they're looking for a job here, there's a couple of things. You need to love the kids and have patience. Those are the two main things you've got to have if you want to be a bus driver.
Yeah.
It's been a good one for me because I love the kids. That's what I've started this job for, is because I really love kids. At first, I wasn't sure that I was going to enjoy it too much. But after the first few weeks and I got into it, I really did enjoy the job.
Yeah.
And it's been a good one. I mean,